It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. The Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Houston.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal.
Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Punching it in from a yard away. Then the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed his name. How about your respect? Give them more than when I get expecting up the back. In fact, I'm not saying that.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Chiefs nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20.
Watson's pass.
A big-time play there for the Texans. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. These two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City, Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and the Super Bowl rings. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Texans 14, Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Taco Charlton. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Watson off play action. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 85 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 9.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
This time 18 more, and a first down.
Now, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Texans 21, Chiefs 7.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
To kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Chris Jones.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 30.
The third-year defensive tackle out of Florida State, Derek Nottie, with a nice play there. Started every game for Kansas City during their Super Bowl run a season ago.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down.
First down, Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Watson on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Naomi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 27 yards there, a first down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
7-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. An extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Folks, remember this. His first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in Week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Watch the out.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tackle made by Lonnie Johnson.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
15 yards. And the Texans first down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Johnson. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCall Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season, 530.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. Incomplete. But it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Westbrook.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Texans first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It was Shaq Lawson there. He'll get credit for the tackle for loss.
4-yard line.
29 is Mike 29. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes on the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. And it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete to
D.D. Westbrook. There to make the grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
The game. 35-35. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Brings up
on 2nd and 12. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
At the 45-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Mahomes sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
36-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Now it's Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's letting it fly for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the counter, Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 37. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
One receiver left, two to the right. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, Texans 41. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last throw here for Watson. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Tonight's final score, Chiefs.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Kansas City, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah.